And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the final round of the H.4.0.S Galactic Battle Champions Group Stage, round number 7. It's been an intense day of StarCraft already. We've been live for how many hours? For 5.5 hours, up to 6 hours. By the time we wrap up the series, I'm sure we'll get there. But we are merely only halfway through. The playoff bracket is ahead of us. We're here to finalize the group stage and determine the top 4 players to make it into those playoffs. Till then, though, for now, we have our first series, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Leylands, we have the Polish Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Polish Terran player, the red Terran. It is Spirit. The best Terran in all of Poland up against the best Protoss in all of Bologna as well. They do duke it out, they do face off, and these two are poised to make it into the playoffs to face off and have a rematch there. But how do they compare to each other in the group stage? We're here to find out. We're here to find out. Single gas opener here out of Spirit, going for a Vax into a faster CC on the low ground. Economic build here out of Spirit. Standard opener out of Krystianer, going for a gate into... oh, hello. Gate into Nexus. So Krystianer, he does... okay, never mind. Gate into Cybercore, into a Nexus, or standard opener out of Krystianer. Meanwhile, economic opener out of Spirit. Here we go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. Bappy. It's Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. As a reminder, this is a best of 2, not a best of 3. So there are different ways you can predict. So you can predict for a 2-0 in either direction or a tied 1-1 scoreline. Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat as we settle in. Best of luck. For the time being, there's that CC, as we did mention. Again, economic opener here out of Spirit. Spirit, he is currently in first place in the group stage. I believe Krystianer is in third place, if I'm not mistaken. Quickly just double checking here. As we do refresh and catch up on that bracket once again. Sorry, second place. So, fun fact, this is the first and second placed players currently in the group stage. So, depending on how this series goes, we could actually see Krystianer surpass Spirit and claim that first place himself, or Spirit maintain his position. Here we go. Here we go. Factories on the way as the follow-up. Likewise, Krystianer back at home, soon to be throwing down his tech of choice. What's it going to be? Stargate, Robo, or Twilight Council? We have the answer. It is going to be a Twilight Council opener out of Krystianer. Where this is going to be working towards Blink, the question becomes, how many gateways? 2-gate Blink, 3-gate Blink, or 4-gate Blink Stalker? Depending on how many gateways there are, that will dictate how aggressive Krystianer wants to be. Likewise, if there are less gateways, more greedy, more economic. So we'll keep an eye on Krystianer. For now, Stalker is going to be zoned away. Second Stalker has arrived, and Krystianer is trying to fight his way towards that CC. Can he get there? Hellion does peel off, does head across the map to get some scouting information. One Marine goes down. Just the one. And mining is denied. Spirit forced to maintain his position here on the high ground. It cannot move down to low ground yet with those SCVs. As the Center is complete, Hellion moves out. It does hit the natural, but there is a Stalker in position, and this Hellion should be going down. Can get one probe though. Gets one. One probe does fall. At the same time, Marines, they do move to low ground. Ooh, Widowmine will lock these Stalkers in place. But they do deny mining time. They're on the left-hand side here, and oh my god. Gasito. Hellion goes down for one worker. Meanwhile, the Stalkers, they will eventually recall back home. Eventually. As Stalkers, they do trade. They get one Marine. They get one. They get two. Can they get three? Oh my god. Hopping up micro there out of Spirit does save the Marine. And with that, Spirit will clean this up. Does force a recall, but last not in time. And 2 Stalkers go down. Big pickoffs here for Spirit. Nicely done. He breaks out. He breaks free, and he moves out across the map. Is moving out with his drop. Back at home, Krystianer, he is setting up, going into Blink. 2 gates are on the way. 2 already done. 4-gate Blink Stalker. I was not expecting this. Very aggressive build by Krystianer. Very aggressive. Medevac does boost in. Krystianer is somewhat in position. Yeah, he's ready. Does pull away. The medevac is zoned. And back at home, Spirit just settling into its own tank production. Liberator as well. Interesting. Committing into more aggression. Double bunker on the way. I mean, Spirit, he did see the extra gateways. 3 gates in the main base and the 1 gate at the natural. He knows 4-gate Blink. He is aware that aggression is coming. He takes it seriously. Tank and 2 bunker on the low ground. Tank in the main base. No bunker here, but we have a fool with another depot, with another Rex, I should say. Spirit, he's looking secure. Looking good. Yeah, the wall is erected, or is getting there. Meanwhile, we have the drop coming in. Krystianer headed towards the mineral line, but the tank is within range. Oh, he wants a tank. Does one of the boys are being pulled. And can he focus down in time? It's going to be close. He does get it. Massive pickoff. One tank goes down. Very nicely done. Now he can kite back against the Marines, kite back against the SCVs. One Marine goes down, dropping over towards the low ground, where there is a tank in position. Krystianer, he commits to the warp in. Behind this, does expand, does throw down the third CC, third Nexus, sorry. Is getting a third base. But Krystianer, he's committing. Once again, he wants that tank. He wants it. Ooh, and he might get it as well. One more volley. He gets 2 tanks. 2 tanks go down. Oh no, the Prism. Oh my god, the Prism gets very low, but does escape. Not a single Stalker goes down. These are some crazy pickups, by the way. And he keeps warping in. Uh-oh. He can dive. He can just go for the dive. Remember, Stim is not ready. Picks up a couple Marines. There's still that one Widowmine. He will actually rotate towards the low ground. The bunker is empty. One bunker half full. Thankfully, there is a tank. Whew. And Spirit holds. Spirit, he does hold on. Second tank has arrived. But against Spirit, he is in trouble. Krystianer is thinking about that dive. Pokes in. Boys are being pulled. It does go for the dive. Gets a tank. Tank goes down. Gets one bunker. Goes to the second bunker as well. But Krystianer is going to have to back off. There are plenty to defend. Boys are being pulled. Spirit, he's holding. He's trying to, I should say. But he smells one in the water. Tank goes down. Oh, cancels the warp in. And Krystianer getting a little bit too excited. There we go. Does reinforce. Marines are falling. Another tank does come in just in time. And with that Spirit, he should be able to hold the line, at least at the ramp. Krystianer going for the SCVs. That's another warp in. Big tank volleys going up. Stalkers, they get behind the mineral line. SCVs are going down. Tank is repositioning. Oh. Okay, more Marines. That's going to be one. That's going to be almost 2 Stalkers going down. Gets the Observer. At the same time, dropping to the main. Goes down to the... Oh, it goes down to the Widowmine. Massive pickoff. Prism went down. Yeah, the War Prism went down with Stalkers inside. Very nicely done. War Prism does shut down the aggression, and now Krystianer, he expands. Gets a 4th base. His economy here is booming. Getting up to a 4-base setup here against a 2-basing Terran. But alas, he is slowed down. He has to rebuild his War Prism, getting to Charge, Forge, Bait, Disruptors, Colossus even. Spirit, he does slip by. And Krystianer, he should be forced back home. There are some Stalkers to defend. Stim is done. Stim is done for Spirit. Krystianer poking in. Gets a depot. Gets a depot. Pulls away. Spirit getting his 3rd. Likewise, Spirit going for the mineral line. Mineral line is exposed. Krystianer, he does react in time. He pulls away. Despite that, we'll still lose some probes. 5 probes going down. Krystianer, he races back home, forced to recall. No, he leaves the economy idle. He leaves the probes idle, and that's going to be 18 probe kills. Massive damage. That's far too much. 20 workers going down, and just like that, even though Krystianer was doing an amazing job across the map, suddenly Spirit, he's back in this. 1 drop is all it takes. Spirit, he cripples the economy. Spirit takes an economic lead, and now Krystianer, he's in trouble. In one fell swoop, the momentum swings from one player all the way in favor of Spirit. And Spirit is ahead. With that Spirit, he's building up his army. Getting up there. Tanks, Spire, Stim is done. Combat Shields, 1-1 wrapping up as well. And the pressure is now on Krystianer to try to bounce back. Oh boy. Again, initially he reacted well, but he left his probes idle, and that meant that everything just went down. And he's not done. Probes are still falling. I'm getting deja vu. Yeah, I'm getting deja vu. No reaction here. Krystianer, he's falling apart. He had such a strong start in this game, but that's going to be, what is that, 33 probes going down? 35 in total? Oh, that is far too much. Again, the reactions have been late. And that is costing Krystianer this game. as he tries to dive in. Zealot's do slip into the mineral line. Likewise, Zealot's do slip in towards the third base as well. Some SCVs are going down. This is very necessary damage here for Krystianer. He needs this to actually come back in this game, as Krystianer is behind. Straight up, he is behind here. We go. Here we go. Best two is a different format. Yes. So for those that are curious, if it ends up in a tied 1-1 score, then it just ends tied 1-1. Like that's how best of twos work. Different formats. You do not get an extra game. Otherwise, it'd be a best of 3. Like it's like what you're describing is the best of 3. You're like, but if they go 1-1, then they can play an extra game. It's like no. It's not how it works. As 11 SCVs go down. Oh, right, you're talking about a draw. Okay, yeah. I mean, Kura's able to explain. Meanwhile, Spirit just was out of control. He breaks through the defensive line, takes down the Colossus one after the other. Some workers are falling, but Spirit, he just breaks through. There's not enough to defend back at home. No shield batteries, no Colossus, Nova goes off. Doesn't connect. GG gets called, and Spirit, he takes game number 1. Oh, GG. GG, well played. Spirit does take a lead in the series. Again, Krystianer has such a strong start. It was a very impressive start for Krystianer, sniping tank after tank, getting SCV kills, sniping Marines as well. But as we did mention at the time, that one drop across the map did not just tie things up, but actually gave Spirit a substantial lead. If you recall, 33 worker kills, 33 pros went down. It was 20 to the first drop and 13 to the second drop, and that's game-ending damage straight up. As a result, Krystianer fell behind. He fell behind economically. He was just overwhelmed. He just got outpaced. He got outproduced by Spirit, and with that, Spirit takes game 1. Spirit does take the game, and now we are jumping into game number 2. And we'll see if Krystianer can recover. We'll see if he can bounce back. I mean, clearly he can. This is a rematch, by the way. For those that remember, Krystianer and Spirit, they played in the qualifier of the, I believe it was the Little League Cup, or was it the Master Coliseum? They blend together in my mind a little bit here. But they did compete. They did play against each other. I think it was in the Little League Cup, if I recall correctly. And Krystianer, he almost 2-0'd Spirit in the qualifiers. He almost took him down 2-0. In the end, it went 2-1 in favor of Spirit. Spirit did recover. Spirit, he bounced back. It was a crazy game on Amygdala even, if you recall. I do recommend the VODs of that qualifier, as it was a banger series and a banger match. Now they're back, but only in a best of 2, and here we go. We're getting into our next game, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the Polish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, down in the series. We'll see if we can bring it back. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the best Terran in all of Poland, the best player in all of Poland. It is Spirit. Here we go. But yes, as Kuro was saying, like, if there's ever a drawed game, then they just remake. They just regame. That's always how it goes. If there's ever a draw in a series, then they just regame. Doesn't count as a point in either direction. Never has. Never will. Just regame. As from here, interesting. Okay, double gas. Double gas to open out of Spirit, double gas into a faster factory, delayed CC, so a much more aggressive build here by the Terran player. Meanwhile, Krystianer, back at home, is going into his own natural. Okay. Now, last game, yeah, okay, gate expander. This time, a much more greedy opener here out of Krystianer. Last game, he went for a gate into Cybercore first. This time, Nexus before Cybercore. So, slightly more economic here by Krystianer. Likewise, Spirit back at home, going for his own setup as well, into a faster factory. Here we go. We go. I would imagine either 3 or 4 they might do rock paper scissors. No, they if ties continue, then they keep regaming. Like it's it's just how it goes. There's a very low chance that that you would ever get that many ties. I think in the history of StarCraft, I think I remember, have we had 2 ties in a row? No. I remember there being like almost 2 ties in a row in Pro League. If you remember, I was, oh god, who was playing? Was it Roro? I think it was Roro versus, god, it was a ZBT in Heart of the Swarm in Pro League. I want to say the Zerg player was Roro and the Terran was Reality. Was it Roro versus Reality, or am I thinking of Yonghwa? But they tied game 1, and then so they had to regame, of course. They drew in game 1. They had to regame, and in game 2 they ended up in the same situation where the map was cut in half. And it was because it was back in Heart of the Swarm. It was Mech versus Swarm Host. It was Mech versus Swarm Host, and the entire map was mined out. And that one, it was meant to be a best of 1, by the way. And I think it was like over an hour-long series, easily over an hour-long like best of 1. Just because of the regame, and yeah, it was infamous. Battle of Endurance, yes, exactly. But I think it was Robo versus Reality, if I remember correctly. We'll have to check that once again. For now, though, we do have Spirit diving in. Last went to Reactor Reaper Hellion. We have a full wall here for Krystianer, so the Hellions do nothing. The Hellions, they are shut down. Reapers, they try to poke in. They get 1 pro, but just the 1 worker. All in all, Krystianer, he defends quite well. Does defend quite well. From here, he should be canceling that gateway. Does rebuild the gateway as well, making sure that Spirit does not find a way in. And he holds. Does hold. Pardon my ignorance, does CranKy Ducklings ever do best of 2? What do you mean by that? I mean, we're casting a best of 2 here, but if you mean in our own tournaments, we don't do best of 2s in our events. Best of 2s are usually reserved for a group stage. Like, here we're in a group stage. Home Story Cup, when they had their group stage a couple of years ago, they did best of 2s. We saw best of 2s in the group stage of, I think, one of the previous, like, Master Colosseums. We have best of 2s in WTL, in the Team League format. Yeah. It's usually best. I would say it's probably like shaked up the meta for team leagues. It wasn't just WTL. There was another team league that did best of 2s. I think, is it the Kaprulu team league? I think they also did it as well. Meanwhile, drop into the main. Drop does hit the main base. Alas, so far, good response here by Krystianer. The target bang at a Spirit. Oh my god, once again! Gets 5 probes. 5 workers do go down. Nice damage. At the same time, Hellion keeps trying to go in, but last, the wall is solid, and the third base is going to get up and running. Again, hyper aggression from Spirit, but Krystianer, he keeps up, he defends. Keeps up, he does hold on. Behind this, we do have the Bay on the way. Forger +1. Krystianer, he does hold. Does hold on. Back at home, if you recall, Spirit did delay his expansion, and he delayed his 3rd TC as well. He's still in 2 bases, and he was being hyper aggressive. I would say that the aggression was somewhat successful, but in the end, I'm sure he was hoping for a little bit more damage. We'll see if Spirit can recover and take a 3rd. For now, he is contained. He's contained on 2 bases, and right now it's on Krystianer to be as greedy as possible. As he is getting his 3rd base up and running, taking into Colossus, he tries to poke in, but he is denied. Gets 1 SCV, but just 1. And again, it's just all about containing the Terran and getting into the upgrades. +1 and getting into Colossus production as well. We'll see if he can. Your own tournaments. We've never hosted an event that does really require for best of 2s. You could argue maybe the Pondcast, sorry, our team league. The Pond League, if you will, back in the day. But that was before, like, the rise in popularity of best of 2s. I was, like, back in, like, what, like, 2019, 2018? That's so because they do poke in. They get 2, they get 3 SCVs. 3 SCVs do go down. Spirit, he breaks out. Is looking to break out. Stim is about to finish. Krystianer, he has to be careful here. You can see Spirit trying to say, oh no! Ooh, big tank shots going up. Again, just trying to sneak up on Krystianer. So far, so good. Nicely done. Spirit, he breaks out. Takes down a Stalker. And he's going to be committing. And we'll see if Krystianer can hold on. The Colossus has arrived. He does have force fields available to him. Trying to go for the wall. Last doesn't quite get here in time. First force field gets placed. Rocks are being knocked down. Giving Krystianer more room to work with. See Spirit rotating towards the right hand side. Krystianer does spot those tanks. He wants them. Oh, does move in. Does force a siege. Krystianer backing up. Does back up. Main army collapsing in. Big volley shot on the Stalkers. Yeah, very nice target firing out of a Spirit. But Blast is going to be cleaned up. The tanks, they get shut down. Zealous, they collapse in, and Krystianer, he holds. He doesn't just hold, he can chase us down. He can keep going. He gets 2 tanks, getting a 3rd tank as well. Going for the medevacs. Oh, nice target firing here on the Stalkers. Gets both medevacs. Without a much better trade here for Krystianer. But he lost a lot of Colossus, sorry, lost a lot of Stalkers in the process. The Colossus did survive. Spirit's still stuck on 2 bases. And still no 3rd CC. Uh-oh. No 3rd command, so he's looking for the Observer. Alas, there was none. Spirit moving out with his drops. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Right now, Krystianer, he's ahead. True. Krystianer, he's ahead. He's on 3 bases. He's getting a 4th as we speak. But he was also ahead last game. And we saw that, mate, Spirit, with the power of drops, he cannot pull Krystianer apart. And there are 2 medevacs moving out towards the natural. Now, there is a cannon. There are some Stalkers. Let's go. We have some side defense to at least buy some time. Drop gets spotted. Krystianer, he warps in to defend. At the same time, his main army is still ready. Still in the area of his 4th. Does spot the army. Krystianer, he's holding. So far, he is holding on. Zoning back Spirit. Spirit, he wants the 3rd base. The 3rd is exposed. Not again. Krystianer, he pulls back. Probe's going to be going down. Losing 5, 6, 7 probes already. 8, up to 9. Ay. 9 probes do fall. Medevacs get caught out, but Spirit, he's going for the main. There's the recall. Recall into the main base. Drop towards the natural. So far, these are acceptable losses for Krystianer. Spirit is still on 2 bases. 3rd CC is just now finishing up. Medevacs, they get away. Medevacs, they do get away. Spirit pulls back. Likewise, he's fighting for the Zonaga. Let's go. Krystianer looking for a 3rd. He will confirm that there is still none. He doesn't have to push in here. Again, there's 4 tanks. Yeah, some rough shots get taken to the face. Again, Krystianer, there's no reason to push into the natural. It's all about denying the 3rd. Just deny the 3rd base. Contain the Terran. That's all that Krystianer needs to pull off. Meanwhile, once again, Spirit is going for the 3rd base. It is exposed. Not again. He stims in. And probes are going to be going down. Some brutal losses. Getting 5, 6. He does target fire as many as he can. 7 workers go down. Spirit picking up. Pulling away. Krystianer getting another base, but his probe count is not really too high. And Spirit gets a 3rd. His 3rd base is getting up and running. Krystianer moving out. The rocks have been knocked down. And pushing into 5 tanks and 2 lit is not going to happen. Yeah, cannot break this. Not like this. Not anymore. Not at this angle. Krystianer, he's looking for a way in. Here comes that medevac across the map. Dropping into the main. The tanks, they do siege up. Krystianer slipping into the natural, at the same time pushing in towards that 3rd. SCVs are going down. Not bad. Getting a lot of workers at the same time. Spirit hits the 3rd base as well. And probes will fall. Nova going off. 17 SCV kills. Krystianer's on hold position. And back at home, Krystianer, he will defend. He has enough. He is losing some stalkers, but still will clean this up. And Krystianer is still just all over spirits. The drops this time have not been getting enough damage. Oh, did I speak too soon? They do get a couple of probes. Yeah, they trade okay. Meanwhile, Zelta finally cleaned up. Drop here towards the 5th. Getting 10 probe kills. Up. Ooh. Nice Nova. Nova connects. Spirit, he supply block stuck at 134. And Krystianer still cannot break this location. I mean, we speak about this all the time. Ultralove, it's known for having very defendable bases. So despite the fact that Krystianer, he's up 60 supply, pushing into this is still very difficult. So that 60 supply advantage, that doesn't really matter as much. What he can do, though, is go for split pushes. You know, try to dive into the main, tech up. I would love to see a fleet beacon into a mothership. Then you can try to recall into the main. Into Skytos. Second Forge. For now, Krystianer, he's just mass expanding. And he has yet to really tech up any further. He's only working towards +3 in the Dark Shrine. Meanwhile, Liberators have arrived, and Spirit, the comeback, it's coming. Takes down bottom right. Takes down 5 probes. Liberator into the main. And again, this Lib harass can be so annoying to deal with. And this is just keeping Krystianer busy while Spirit closes that gap in supply. Remember, he was down 60 supply. Now, less so. He's slowly catching up. Now down 35 supply instead. Ooh, does get caught out. Rough move command. Rough move command. Does pull away. As Krystianer is again looking for a way in. Well, he's trying to. More Liberators are moving out. Killing more probes. Spirit, he's almost caught up. And once Spirit maxes out, then he can start to engage. Oh no! Massive EP! EPs pop off. The Novas, they do not connect. And Krystianer, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. This army is so vulnerable. Ah, he's playing with fire right now. I feel like... Calm down, Krystianer. Calm down. And again, there's still no fleet beacon, no stargates. Has yet to start to take up. Spirit, he breaks out. Will knock down the expansion. At the same time, probes are falling across the map. Ooh, 12 probe kills. Oh, but the surround! The move command! Let's go! Krystianer catches out Spirits. Yeah, Ghosts go down, Marauders as well. Spirit, he was clawing his way back in, but now he plummets in supply once again. Medevac's getting caught out as well. Massive pickoffs. He gets 1, he gets 2. Gets everything. He shuts everything down. Spirit, he got caught with his pants down, and now he still has an army to defend, but now it's exposed. There's a line of 6 tanks. Massive EMP. But Krystianer can push in. Yeah, he has enough. He goes to the dive, takes down a tank, gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. Novas go off. Massive connections. Even a bit of friendly fire, it doesn't even matter. As Krystianer does it, GG gets called, and Krystianer ties up the series a 1-1. GG. Let's go. Let us go. GG, well played. Krystianer does tie things up. Again, this is a rematch. We almost saw Krystianer 2-0 Spirit previously in the qualifiers of Lily Cup. Here, tied 1-1. We won't see an ace match. There is no finale here. This is how the series ends. And as a result, I believe Spirit will maintain his first place in the group stage. I believe he does maintain that. As we do switch our scenes over. Oh, there we go. You can see Krystianer, his blood pressure, his heart rate was rising. For those that are maybe tuning in a little bit later, for those who do not know, we are keeping track of the heart rates of the players. You can see the number next to Krystianer's screen. And again, this is an offline event. This is a big offline event happening in Poland. And shout out to Indy, shout out to Zed, shout out to the Polish casters and Polish coverage. Much love. As we can catch up on the bracket. Here we go. Exclamation mark B in the chat to have a look at the back yourselves. As that is the conclusion of the group stage. Okay, we have our matches locked in. The final round has concluded. And what were the results? We had Rodzen. Rodzen took down Aristry 2-0. Krystianer took down a Spirit. Or, I mean, I should say, Krystianer and Spirit went 1-1 in score lines. We had Pappy taking down Geralt 2-0. That's a big win for Pappy. Oh my, hi Pappy. Oh my god. Also, I should get rid of the frame. There we go. But Pappy takes down Geralt 2-0, and Laser takes down Art 2-0 as well. As the scores are locked in, we have our finalized top four. We have Spirit in slot 1. We have a Laser and Krystianer with tied scores, by the way. +6 and +6, 10 and 4, 10 and 4. But alas, a Laser had a slightly better scoreline in the end. So a Laser, when it comes to, even though they had the same map wins and map losses, a Laser was slightly better in that regard, as he did avoid any 2-0s. And with that, a Laser is slightly ahead, Krystianer slightly behind, and then we have a Geralt coming in as 4th place. So we have our top 4: Spirit, a Laser, Krystianer, and Geralt. Let's go. Oh my, I'm frozen? Why am I frozen? Huh. It's kind of weird. I will try to fix that. Don't you worry. I'll get on that. But regardless, GG. Hopefully I haven't been frozen for too long. But with that, we have our finalized top 4, and we have our playoff bracket being seeded as we speak. It is being seeded as we speak, so I'm just restarting my webcam to hopefully fix that. Ooh. It's not being fixed. Hold on. Oh, John. It might just be the server. Regardless, with that, we are going to be wrapping up the group stage here, and we will be having an extended break. There's going to be an extended break while we wrap up, while we see the brackets. Hope you guys enjoy yourselves, and hope you guys are able to get some snacks, get some food, get some water, and get ready for a night of StarCraft to come. But yeah, for whatever reason. Huh. Interesting. For whatever reason, Discord is not liking my webcam. We'll try to sort that out. Regardless, with that, we're going to be going on a break. When we return, we will have the playoffs. We will have the playoff bracket. Just catching up with the chat. Maybe Krystianer is the new best Protoss after Mana. If you've been watching StarCraft, then you would know that Krystianer exceeded Mana a long time ago. You need to watch more StarCraft. It's been a long time since Krystianer's been the Prince of Poland. How come no Master Colosseum today? We're going to be casting it tomorrow. It's because this event is lasting all day. This tournament has priority over Master Colosseum, so we're going to be casting and catching up on Master Colosseum tomorrow instead. So Master Colosseum is going to be tomorrow. Here we're focusing on the H.4.0.S Galactic battle. I mean, we've been live for what? For 6 hours now, and we should be here for even more than that. So yeah, we're going to be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll have some more StarCraft. We'll have the playoffs. See you soon.
Ale już wszystko wiem. Czy to prawda, że masz najmocniejszą głowę ze wszystkich zawodników polskiej sceny StarCrafta? Przemyśl tą odpowiedź.
Przemyśleć. Myślę, że nie ma co myśleć. Wiele
To
graczy StarCrafta 2 w Polsce to... Nie będę mówić, CK. Kto zna ten skrót, ten zna.
Znamy.
Więc myślę, że śmiało można powiedzieć, że faktycznie mam tą najmocniejszą głowę.
Jasne. A CK też jest skrótem od czegoś innego. Nie
Wiadomo,
wiem,
ale nie.
Ale nie, ja znam drugie znaczenie
Jeszcze?
tego skrótu. Tak, CK to jest skrót od Kielc też.
Tak?
Tak.
No dobra.
Mamy też kolegę z Kielc i też kiedyś żeśmy się śmiali z tego skrótu, więc
Pozdrawiamy
szanujemy
Leroya.
Tak jest, szanujemy się nawzajem. No to lecimy dalej. Kiedy startujesz na burmistrza Chwaszczyna i czemu tak późno?
Kurczę, to jest źle zadane pytanie. W sensie w Chwaszczynie nie ma burmistrza.
No
w Chwaszczynie
właśnie.
jest sołtys.
Właśnie o tym
Więc-
mówimy. Trzeba zrobić większą wieś, miasto, tak? Żeby był burmistrz.
No, wydaje mi się,
Tak.
że w ogóle Chwaszczyna powinna już mieć prawa miejskie nadane dawno temu.
Dawno temu.
I w ogóle,
Ty się urodziłeś po te prawa.
tak, wydaje mi się, że wszyscy, którzy są teraz na streamie i nie tylko, powinni odwiedzić Chwaszczyno, powinni odwiedzić piękną giełdę w Chwaszczynie i...
Giełdę czego? Co tam macie za giełdę?
Giełdę samochodową, ale
Samochodową.
aktualnie bardziej giełda podróbek, więc zapraszam.
Samochodów, dobra, fajnie. Brzmi genialnie, jak prawilny Polak, wiesz.
jest.
Giełda podróbek samochodów, nie?
Nie no, podróbek ubrań aktualnie.
Nie, no jasne, wiemy o co chodzi, ale nie chcieliśmy tego mówić głośno, ale już wszyscy wiedzą, tak?
A je.
No i co, no i wiesz co, takie bardzo pytanie wychodzące w przyszłość. Gdzie się widzisz za 5 lat?
Gdzie się widzę za 5 lat? Pewnie w jakimś biurze, pracując od 9 do 17.
Jako?
No aktualnie jako księgowy, więc
Bardzo
myślę,
dobrze.
że za te 5 lat dalej będę tym księgowym. Zobaczymy, no, jak się życie potoczy.
Czyli rozumiem, że dasz radę policzyć dobrze moje podatki, tak żebyśmy we dwóch wyszli 200% do przodu.
Oczywiście.
Doskonale.
Dogadamy się.
Doskonale.
Zwłaszcza za te 5 lat.
Za te 5 lat zgadza się, obyśmy dożyli, nie?
No oczywiście.
No i wiadomo,
Kurczę,
może
no,
być różnie.
może być ciężko, zwłaszcza, że dzisiaj dużo pęgi wygrałem i mam zamiar ją tutaj zostawić, więc...
Cieszę się, to mi się podoba, takie podejście mi się podoba. Wszystko
Oczywiście.
zostaje w rodzinie, nie?
Oczywiście.
Dobra, słuchaj, dziękujemy serdecznie za krótki wywiad, za pytanka. Co, przed nami play-offy, pierwszy mecz play-offów, pierwszy
Oczywiście.
półfinał. Jak to widzisz?
Będzie grał Spirit z Geraltem?
Tak.
Dobrze myślę?
Tak.
O, no to ciekawy mecz. 1-1 było chyba w fazie grupowej,
Zgadza
z tego co
się.
dobrze pamiętam. A Geralt potrafi naprawdę zaskoczyć. No Spirit jest
Zgadza się.
tutaj chyba faworytem jednak mimo wszystko. Ale myślę, że będziemy widzieli jakieś ciekawe gry, jakieś ciekawe PvT się tutaj wydarzy. Geralt jest takim solidnym graczem, Spirit zresztą też.
Dokładnie.
Więc no liczę, że pełny best of 5 zobaczymy.
Doskonale, ja też na to liczę, dużo emocji. Dobra, no to co, zapraszamy na pierwszy półfinał finałów, tak? Finałów
oczywiście.
tak naprawdę. Galactic Battle Champions. Tak to nazwali tym razem. Doskonale nazwali, więc co, oddajemy głos do studia.
Dokładnie
Indie Z, dla was głos.
Monika Olejnik.
Tak jest.
Fantastycznie. Dziękuję bardzo. Michał Zadbogacz.
Igor Indikacz.